The S-turn used to be called a chock tour, but just like the C-turn, it's been changed out of respect. The S-turn has been named as such because of the shape it makes on the floor. Basically, to get the shape, you'll change edge as you do the turn. So if you start on an inside edge, you will change feet and go onto an outside edge, and vice versa. Outside edge, change feet, inside edge. I'm going to show you all the closed options first, because the closed version of the S-turn is the one you will see the most. It's one of those really nice positions again. So basically, closed when you're doing an S-turn means that the foot goes to the back of the skating foot. So the free leg comes in and goes behind the skating foot. So let me show you some of the more common S-turns that you're likely to see. Before we do this, I'm just going to quickly go over the arms and body position for outside and inside edges, because it's really important that you know these. So when you're on an outside edge, the arm and the leg match here. And when you're on an inside edge, it's opposite arm to leg. So if I'm here on my inside, I need this right arm here so I can lean on it. Right, let's do the forward outside to back inside S-turn. So I have to remember my same arm as leg for outside. And as I turn, I'm going to bring this foot behind onto the inside edge. There. So let's just check the arms on that one. Because remember, when I turn, it's going to be opposite arm to leg. So if I keep my arms the same, when I turn, it's correct. So it's a little bit confusing because you actually do this, and my leg is in front, and then I swing back. So I keep this arm kind of in the middle here, because it's in the middle of my inside edge and it will help me balance. So one more time here, swing, leg goes around the back. So this is probably one of the most common S-turns that you will see used in artistic skating. So the next one is the inside to outside. So again, it's inside, so we're going to start opposite arm to leg. So I'm here, and again, my foot's going to come round the back, but this time it's going to go onto an outside edge here. So this one is commonly known as the blues S-turn or the blues turn, because it's used in the artistic dance, the blues. See, it all makes sense. So let me just quickly go over that one for you. So again, my arms are going to stay still because they're here, and when I change, I'm then in the correct position for an outside edge. We're going to go over the back outside to forward inside first, and you'll know why in a minute when I show you the inside one. So back outside edge. Now I'm going to swing my leg through so it's in the right place to put down behind me. Right, so let's go over the arms. So on a back outside edge again, same arm and leg, and as I turn I can stay in the same position, which then gives me that inside position. Now this is one of my favourite S-turns because you can use it to get yourself out of a corner. So let me show you what I mean. So if I'm skating here, I can swing into the corner and I've got nowhere to go. It's like, inside edge, and it takes you around the corner. So this is a really nice one. The back inside to forward outside isn't one that I see used very often. And there's probably a really good reason for this, because it feels like it's a really long way to turn. So I'll explain what I mean. So if you're on a back inside here and you're going to turn to a forward outside, you do that, but you've got a really long way to go with your shoulders. And it just feels really uncomfortable, and I think it's why it's not really used that often. But I shall show you it rolling if you want to have a go. So my foot's behind and it's going to come into this closed position, and I have to turn right round. So it's just got really awkward. You kind of feel like you're getting stuck in the middle because you're here and then you're all the way around here. It's not very comfortable. The open version of the S-turn, the foot goes into the instep, whereas on the closed, it goes round the back of the heel. And the reason you don't hear of an open S-turn very often is because it's almost considered just a step from backwards to forwards. For example, if I was to do the back inside to forward outside S-turn, open version, it's here, and I'm going to step instep outside. Now this is used a lot in artistic freestyle because, for example, if I was going to do a spin, that's the exact step forward I would use. Likewise, if I was to do the back outside to forward inside S-turn, so I'm here, foot comes into the instep and I turn onto an inside edge, it's essentially just a step forwards, but technically an S-turn. So the two forward open turns feel more like a turn than a step forward, and actually I think they're quite nice. Having just run through them, I think they're quite nice beginnery type turns, so give these a try. So I'm going to do forward outside to back inside first. So my forward outside here, and it comes in and I go onto an inside edge. So again with the arms, because I'm going outside to inside, they can just stay in the same place. So outside, inside. Now you do have to be a little bit careful with this one because it's quite easy to get your wheels in this little recess here, and obviously you don't want to do that. It's fine if you want to take it a bit wider, then absolutely try it that way if you need to. Inside to back outside. So don't forget your arms, inside, and now my foot's going to go in this bit here to an outside edge. I'm just going to show you one more time, and my arms can stay in the exact same position here. So inside, foot comes in, outside. See, my arms can stay in the same position. And on this one, it's a little bit different because the leg goes to the back straight away, which is quite unusual. So I'm here, back. If you're a beginner watching this, some of these closed S-turns can look quite daunting. So I would recommend starting on some of those open ones. And I do have an entire video detailing the backwards to forwards version. So if you want to check that out, I shall link that for you. I'm Katie, you've been watching Skatie, and I'll see you next time. Bye.